Gotta be far around here somewhere.
This.
Need more than that. That's better. I have to bust that thing down. Should work. Wasn't too hard. Crap. Really don't want to get in there. Hello? Anybody here? Something in there. Oh shit. Oh god. No, holy crap, man. Oh shit.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Just keep walking. Don't turn your head. Just keep listening. You will keep facing ahead.
Holy shit. We gotta get back to the others.
Game over.
Gotta be food around here somewhere.
I think it is over.
Need more than
No. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna play a different game because I can't deal with that one. So sorry about the pictures and stuff. The video. Let me play some basketball. Sorry about that guys. So let's play some NBA 2K16 guys. Let that play. Oh, sorry. I can't hear the game guys. I don't know why.
I don't think you want to get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich? Nah, you don't really want it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Portland Trailblazers. Checking out the Trailblazers. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark.
Hope you guys like my
They have to
content.
look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Golden State does so many things well. Obviously, the offensive side of the ball, they're tremendous. But a lot of folks, Kenny, don't realize how good they are defensively, and statistically, they were the best in the league last year.
You know, Ernie, you have multiple players on the all-defensive team. You have Andrew Bogut, you got Draymond Green, guys who are lockdown defenders. You are going to be a great defensive team. And they hold their best field goal percentage against teams last season, 42.6%.
That's just under 43% in my opinion.
0.6.
Yeah.
You know what, Ernie? What I like about that team, everyone from 2 to the 4 position has quickness, speed, allows them to just switch all over the court. And when they go small, they're unbeatable.
And of course, you got Steph Curry. And you know what I like to say about him.
Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Davis with it. Now Green defending. Henderson kicks to Plumlee. And that one's good. Plumlee's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Trailblazers.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size, the bang, and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Davis at the four-man position. Bogut. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. He could become a little less mechanical with his postgame. He could even go higher.
Here's Aminu. Connects from three-point range. Aminu's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Outside Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Three-pointer. Plumlee with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Henderson, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Curry kicks to Barnes for the 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And this game is tied up now. And Portland with the ball. Davis sets a screen. Inside. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Barnes. And that one's good.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. They now take the lead. 6 points for Draymond Green.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Lillard outside. There's the pass to Plumlee. Banked in off the glass.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. Now Henderson. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Davis, the pass to Aminu. Offensive rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
It's good from Barnes on the assist by Thompson. 10 points for Barnes.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run, passing it with purpose.
Do y'all
The
like
D
this
hasn't been
fantasy,
able
guys? Let me know
to
in the
keep up.
comments.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Chris Kaman is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Ed Davis. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Gerald Henderson. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
He's perfect from the line this time. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
And that one falls for Azila.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lillard's got 5.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here is Livingston. Offline with his 3.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as a 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be. Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Shoots a fader. Portland grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Up again. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. And that makes it a tie ball game.
That's the intensity you like to see on the offensive glass. Go get that pump.
With 2 seconds left. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, and I think coach allowed me to take that shot, and it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Henderson out there with Von. And it's Leonard in at the 5 down low. And it's Iguodala missing. Portland leading. Here is Lillard. He has 5. Pass to Vonleh. Henderson, no one around him. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Vonleh. Vonleh's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Spacing. Spacing.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
And for Noah Vonleh, last season came in as a heralded freshman out of Indiana. Some people thought he might crack the top 5 in the draft, but after some shaky late workouts, he fell all the way to 9.
Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by Draymond Green. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Green. Lillard dishes to Henderson. Vonleh. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Thompson with the bucket.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And Lillard kicks to Henderson. There's the 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Thompson with it. Now defended by McCullough. Thompson with the bucket.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Lillard the pass to Henderson. Lillard attacking. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Green kicks to Bogut. Here's Barnes. And it's Golden State with another.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Plumlee is checked in for Portland. Davis comes in for Noah Vonleh. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Henderson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Lillard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the basket by McCollum.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's McCollum. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis sets a screen. Henderson kicks to McCollum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Portland leading by 6.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. The wing jumper off target.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game. And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Now, here's Green. He's got 8.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Now here's McCollum, guarded by Curry. Plumlee with a screen on Curry. Here's McCollum, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Again, Curry missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
McCollum with the ball. Now Green defending, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Now here is Bogut. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The 3 from Barnes. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Up top, Henderson. He's covered by Thompson. Henderson against Thompson. Henderson kicks to Plumlee. Fades back. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Halftime show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
You know, Barnes is playing well. He has 15 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor. And, well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the 4th spot in the West.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the center. Lets it fly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 8 points for Klay Thompson. Portland did end up 4th in the West, as you said, Greg. You're talking about that. And their 31-21 in-conference record was the exact same as it was at the end, Clark, of the 2014 season.
Well, actually, Portland won more games in 2014 than they did last season, ended up 4th in the conference, mostly because of how they won their division.
Kicks it to Green. Takes the three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Aminu with the bucket.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah, shots.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screen.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Kaman's checked in. Here's Henderson. He's got 8. Portland no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Barnes. Portland grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Henderson kicks to Aminu. Over in the corner, Lillard. That's short off the rim. Warriors trail by 5. Bogut with it. Lillard picks him up. With the shot. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Curry against Henderson. Lillard outside. From past the arc. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. From outside the arc. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They set the pick. Here's Henderson, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly. Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win. And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Shoots from the elbow. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Livingston. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Portland no good that time either. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Livingston, and it's off from 3-point range. Portland leading by 8.
change my settings.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Passes it to Vonleh. Fires for 3. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Pass to Leonard. From 12 feet out. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Leonard. 14 points for Lillard.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
No good from space.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. They should continue to get the ball inside the defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Livingston. And the Warriors get it back.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Lillard kicks to Vonleh. Here's Ezeli. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Trailblazers leading by 10. On the court for the Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Chris came in out there with Plumlee, and it's Henderson in at the 3 spot.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here is Livingston, covered by Lillard. Here's Ezeli, and it's good assisting on the play with Livingston.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Lillard attacking. He kicks it to Plumlee. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Lillard from outside. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. And the rejection by Ezeli. Here's Iguodala. No good. Good work defensively by Lillard. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Spates. And the Warriors miss again. Trailblazers leading by 14. Shoots from the baseline. Another miss by Kaman.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barbosa with the ball. Iguodala left side. Releases from 15. Lillard with the rebound. Here's Ezeli. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ezeli's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
No good from Spates.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Hey. Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Elbow shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And he knocks down the first one. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah,
I know.
Right. Yeah, he probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Aminu with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Outside, Davis. The feed to Henderson. Dishes it to Plumlee. Good defense by Iguodala.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Lillard misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Barbosa for three, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers leading by 12. Davis sets a screen. Here's Henderson, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Lillard. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
Barbosa's shot is off.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
And Aminu kicks to Henderson. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Got that one up quick.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Henderson passes to Plumlee, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Lillard with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, we know you demand a lot of yourself and expect a lot from the team. What is the focus you guys have to keep the level of play up where you want it to be?
We just got to keep working at it. We play really hard, but, so you're going to make your mistakes, but we just got to stay disciplined and keep working with each other.
Playing hard, such a key factor. Gerald, thank you so much, guys.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing set.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. We're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Subscribe to my channel and get to 100 subscribers. Right now I'm at 93. Bye guys.